We've seen that AI is changing our world, and smart businesses who are growing are using it. In this episode, we're going to show you 3 key areas where you can use AI and what businesses are using right now to really build their business, get more done, make happier customers, and bottom line, make a lot more money. And to help me out in doing that, Gina Carr is joining me today. Gina, how are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing just great and excited to share with our viewers all the different ways that AI can help them in their business. Well, not all. We're going to get to all of them
Oh,
because
it's
that could
taking a
take
lot.
quite a number of hours, but we're going to get to a few.
We're going to get it through specifically 3 that we want to use. And the first one is customer service. We know you can use chatbots right now and assistants that are there that are the robots, but they're acting like humans, and they can handle customer inquiries 24/7. That's really nice. Whenever customers want it, by providing instant responses, you put together the common questions that they have because you know the kind of questions that are coming in your business, and you can build those into the AI so that the AI can answer it quickly. And we've got different kinds of customers out there. Some people want to get that real fast. I think particularly for millennials, I think for Gen Z, we're seeing they want to have the answer quickly and they can get it through a machine that's better. Other people, and at other times, you want a real human being. And I think we need all of those. So you can track this, see what your customers are asking for, and do that. Gina, what are your thoughts on that, of using the AI for customer service?
Well, these AI bots have been out there for years, and for many years, people have thought they were talking to a real person, and it turns out it was a bot. And so that's okay. It's usually good to make it clear to a client whether it's a bot or whether it's a real person. But for me, I love when there's a chat bot available to assist. For example, just recently, I was trying to move some money around from an investment account, and I could not figure out how to do it online by myself, which was my first choice. And there was no chat bot down at the bottom to ask how to do it. So I had to call somebody, which I did not want to do. I'm one of those who does not like to call people. I know some people love that, and that's really important to them, but I don't want to have to contact a person. It takes longer. Generally, I would really rather figure it out myself. So therefore, I would really prefer to deal with a company that has a quick chat bot that can help me answer the questions that I have.
Yeah, I think that's good. And when you have that chatbot, there's another advantage too, because then it's collecting data as it goes. And it can say, hey, there's been an increase in the last 60 days in this issue. More customers are calling about that issue. Hey, that's good information to know. You might get that from human beings, but maybe not. But the chatbot gives it to you directly. And I think that's got some real powerful applications. Now, another area where we can use it, a second area, and Gina, I want to get your thoughts on this too, is marketing and sales, because we know that AI is going to help to really track the behavior and look at the trends and see what's going on. It can help you to segment customers. You know, some customers like the blue widgets, some like the red widgets, and you're able to get through using that and keeping it in there. That's where we like to use tools like ChatGPT and Perplexity, and really Claude 3, which can be tied in there as well. You can get better copy. You can have better sales that way. You're really tracking what is out there. Gina, what are your thoughts on using AI in marketing and sales?
Well, I love using AI for marketing and sales, in particular for the sales funnel. So once someone has come into your world, let's just say that they have opted in to a lead magnet that you have. And so they are clearly interested in what it is you do. From there, as soon as you've gotten their email and such, it's wonderful to be able to ask a series of questions, which puts them into the proper buckets. Are they an A prospect that they probably have the likelihood, the motivation and the means to purchase from you in the very near future? Okay, let's categorize them as an A. Let's make sure they get the A follow-up white glove response. And otherwise, are they a B? They're maybe ready, but they're not willing or able. And then maybe they're a C. Maybe they're interested, but they're really not going to be able to buy anytime soon. So I'd like to be able to categorize those folks, communicate with them in a follow-up basis, nurture that relationship. I know that we talk a lot about relationship marketing. And so how can we nurture them in a way that's automated, but also has a very personal touch? And the personal touch is mainly going to go to those folks who are in the A bucket and most likely to buy soon. And the more that we can differentiate that, the better that we're going to be, the better experience for our customers as well as for ourselves.
Yeah, and Gina, I'd have to agree with you on the A, B, and C. That's very important for you to allocate your resources, your human time, the amount of money and the attention, the effort you're going to do it. But I'd say there's also a D category. D is in done. Some people just are not going to be a good fit for you. They're not going to be the people that are going to be your ideal customer. And it's best to say, okay, we've identified them. We wish them well, but just they're not in market for that. I know in the auto industry, they talk about customers who are in market. Not everyone is ready to buy a car right now at any given moment. So the auto industry, for example, does a lot of work to make sure they're tracking it profitably and being there to help them. And then a third area, finally, we want to get into is the personalization of customer experience. And I think this is where it really matters most and what you want to do. You can personalize the customer experience based on recommending certain products or services. We've seen that from Amazon. They're famous for it. They say, hey, customers that bought this also bought these things. And I like that. I like the fact that they know I bought this, this, and this, and I might like this other thing because I go, I could use one of those. Let me look into that a little bit more. So I'll look at it, see what's there, and see how it's working and what's available. And I find this is helpful. Businesses now don't have to be the size of Amazon in order to start doing that when you're deploying that AI just the right way. Another area would be like, for instance, with designs and drawing. Matter of fact, Gina, you know this, I've been talking about for a little while. Just a few days ago, I was speaking to a group of people, they're home builders up in the Cleveland area, and got a chance to be there. Now, in the home building business, these folks were doing remodeling, they're building homes, sometimes from scratch, sometimes they're redoing it, and they do a lot of pictures. So they can design something with a text. Well, that takes a lot of effort, and that takes some really good people who cost a lot of money to draw these pictures and put that together. What they can do now, and I showed them how to do it. You should have been, I wish you could have been in the room with me when I showed that, and they're going, oh, that's great, that's great. I was drawing one with DALL-E 3, using DALL-E, which is from OpenAI, the same folks that gave us ChatGPT, and I designed a house, two-story house, in the woods with a lake behind it, with a nice front porch, et cetera, et cetera. Made it look really nice. And they saw the picture. They thought, this is great. Looks like a picture of the house. And yet I was able to create it, and I own that. That's really nice. You don't have to worry about copyright infringement. And I said, yeah, this is nice, but wait a minute. You see the porches over here on the right side? What if the client says, nah, I'd kind of like to see that over on the left side? No problem at all. And Gina, you know what we can do on that. We just say, all right, here's what we're going to do. I redid it, putting the porch on the left side, and it redid it, saving them money, appealing to the customer even more. The customer gets excited. They're doing it faster, cheaper. Customers are happy. Gina, I'm thinking that's a pretty good combination.
Yes, well, I wish this technology had been around a long time ago because I think back to my own experience as an engineering student when I learned drafting. I had to take drafting at Georgia Tech. And then one of my internship jobs, I was able to work on computer aided design. So this is going way back to one of the first examples of using computers to aid the design process, but still it was very laborious, and changes like what you just mentioned would have taken a lot of either time, money, or effort. And a few years ago in Atlanta, going back now a couple decades, I actually designed a home that I built, and we had to have a draftsperson and then an architect and everyone working on it. So it cost a lot of money. And nowadays, that sort of design and the adjustments would take so much less time and money and could be done just a lot faster and is so much better.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're seeing that right now it's done better. When you can get the work done faster, it costs less for you to generate that work, and customers are giddy with glee because of it. That's a good combination. When I went to business school, they told us that was a good combination. So we're putting those together, and that's something that we're doing with our Stark Raving entrepreneurs. We get a chance to show companies and people just like you how you can start deploying this AI with tried and true marketing principles and help you to get real world transformations and change things for the positive. So a lot of good on this, and I think there's going to be even more tools. Gina, it might be fun to visit some other areas and other ways that AI is helping businesses that want to grow and are growing for the future. What do you think?
Well, there's so many ways that we're helping our clients in marketing, especially, but also with human resources, with their operations, certainly with their customer service. And yes, we love doing this. We know that it really helps business owners to thrive, to make more money, to put more back into the economy, and to just grow their businesses, which provides more freedom to them, which is a big part of what you and I stand for and talk about in our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs program.
Absolutely. So that you, as a business owner, will be able to get the freedom that you want and be able to live the lifestyle that you want. We talk about live and let live. That's a big part of all of it. And so we'd love to find out more about you. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think and how you're seeing businesses use AI and what they're doing for it. I'm Terry Brock, joined with Gina Carr. Thank you for joining us today.